and I knew that I had a lot of high risk factors. So having a very comprehensive exam was really important for me. Another thing that really mattered to me was the fact that this was going to be non-invasive and no radiation. And that really contributed to my decision. And then the last thing I want to say is that I watched a video of Kayla Barn-Lentz, who's a longevity expert, have her exam done in Irvine. And I was just really inspired by that. I think I called the week after I watched her YouTube video of her experience to make my appointment.
Well, that's awesome. Love that. And then how was your experience with QT and how did it differ from other screening modalities for you?
It was great. I felt like, first of all, I was completely explained what the process was going to be like. It was very zen and spa-like, very comfortable. I think I felt maybe even fell asleep on the second side or very close to that. And so it was just really wonderful, calm, and relaxing, which was very unlike my previous experience of getting a mammogram, where I just felt like every answer was no or confusing. They told me they weren't going to let me see any of my data or scans. And halfway through what I thought was being over, I was told that I was going to have like double or triple the number of x-rays done. And so it was just not a great experience versus the QT imaging experience was like truly like going to a spa.
Perfect. And then did you learn anything from the QT report about your breast health and did it influence anything in your health decisions?
Yes, definitely. I learned so much from the results. It was a few pages versus previously getting a mammogram. I just got a phone call saying that it looked normal. Whereas with the QT imaging results, there was information about the quality of my breasts, the density, information on the tissues. I had was Googling some things to even understand what it all meant because there was so much information. And then I think for me, what was really wonderful was based on my results, I was given a recommendation to come back in 2 years, which just allowed me to make my own health decisions on when I want to come back and what is safe for me.
Perfect. And then how did you feel emotionally during and after the scan?
Um, I felt I felt really empowered. I remember driving up and feeling like I was doing something that was like on the cutting edge of science. I felt so grateful that this opportunity was just, down the road from me and that I could do this all within an hour of my time. I felt very empowered. I felt honestly an overwhelming sense of gratitude to have such a wonderful experience and to receive an exam that had no radiation and was going to be really clear and like 100 times better than what I was going to receive from a mammogram. So it was, yeah, it was exciting and empowering, and yeah, I'll leave it at that.
I love that. Thank you. And then would you use QT imaging again in the future?
Absolutely. I'm gonna make my call back next fall when it's my time. Absolutely.
Perfect. And then would you recommend it to others?
Yes, and I just want to say that I've already recommended it to several other women. I even post about it, my experience on social media. I had so many of my female friends from all over the country reach out to me, ask me where these were located. And I've since had several friends send me text messages or call me and let me know that they went and got their exam, or that when they're coming back home, they're going to get their exam. So it's really nice to know that it's changed some of my friends' lives and how they're receiving their breast health information.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And then last question, if you had to explain QT imaging to a friend in one sentence, what would you say?
Um, I'd say it's a non-invasive exam that is very relaxing and is going to give you the most comprehensive information so you can be empowered to make decisions about your health.
Love it. Beautiful. Well, we are all done. I appreciate this
Okay.
so much. That was really great, and I can't tell you how awesome that's going to be to share with other women.
Yeah, I'm very